So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
That. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
Didn't kill himself.
Spied to put his last chips on
Sure.
I received a letter from Jerem accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's no. I want to make sure he's all right. I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah? You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first. Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Wait here. I'll go around back. It's too dark in here. I can't see anything. I need the key. Now what do we got here? Nah, I'm not getting in there. That's one big tree to fit inside a conservatory. Huh? What? Nah, I'm not getting in there. Don't mind if I do.
Every day, all hope. Our papers about people suffering, covered landscape water. I wish I knew, or if you had go back against us elsewhere, will tell me if I'm going down a path help from the Charlotte. The small pocket of mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the Creator, but her faith are just Heavenly Father. So grateful for the sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to you to man's wood and dirt.
Shoestrings a quarter. 75 cents, madame.
Oh, what does that mean?
Let me, madame. Oh, sir.
Please, I don't look like any of you. I'm ready.
Do not be so. Sacrificed a few things, madame. Now, my store.
Oh, ones.
What was that? I need the key.
Please, sabotage has caused plate has been completely ruined. Up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
That doesn't look safe.
That he will do something irreversible. Cassandra is upset that I didn't post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new count, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. I only remember seeing one at the grand parlor myself. It will figure out where Jeremy is. Dropped permit, like the...
Nice.
Descretion.
Key. Shut. Looks important. I need the key. My name is Edward Carnby.
I do mind. This is private.
Sorry about all this, but I'm looking. It's urgent. And
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us.
who is your uncle?
Am I right? She has that heartwood glue.
I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make
The day.
Unavailable how?
Lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere? Private
All of you, get back your eyes on the child. Leave immediately.
Not here to cause any trouble. Let us see the old man. Curiosity of my client here. And we'll...
Has gone missing. Might be some time before he is looking for him.
What?
This. Please, come.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs.
Wait, you can't. In the corridor. I'll... Great.
Thank you, madam. Here we are.
Let's look around, if we can dig up any clues.
Like the dark man standing at the threshold, only his pallid mask, face of that demonic, surely sundered self. Would he have looked the same to me? Struggled for. Does his veiled face haunt my soul in that sunburn? Would I find Senora Perosion? Might I hide from him, been from one mission to another, conjured out of faces I paint? I wish I understood your death, Senora. Do for you, but bury you in that bleak necropolis in chapel, rising up, shall be your rest, and I shall weep. Understands, how did you know that the battered boil in the... or head of that hateful mound outside of Claremont are my memories, my past? Perhaps a chance for me to see terror more than anything. Please, there... sold me that talisman. Traveled to Tonka. Dead. She cruelly caretaker that he would be betrayed most awful way. The one he loved pierced his thigh with a shot, and that he his own mother thing to say. The people of Desetto were becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught a beat in me. How can he expect even medicine in conversation? The orderlies that will call upon evil to enter this world. Lost! Unless I can find the clutch to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard. The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would it kill the guy to throw some of this stuff out? I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I? is going on? I need the key. I can't go that way. Okay.
Don't let them get inside, Carnby. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, Carnby?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, Carnby. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to sway.
Thanks. I'll have a look. You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Oh. I reckon it's the talisman, like the one in the painting. I think it's meant for the talisman. I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes. showing something. A place? Where is that? Huh.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. Looking for Jeremy Hartwood's...
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know.
Anything brandy?
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure, but he is crazy, and he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for section where to look.
I'm sorry. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, so your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Where did you go?
Just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
Not here.
Yeah. Everything being incredibly evasive, and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later. This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere. Even Tarawea. If he can, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
saw your notice in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be careful.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me. Paul is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at the Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
Looks like all the patients are accounted for. Except for there's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. I need the key.
Clark, they have, and I think I know who did it. They have something to do with Jeremy's episodes and how he seems to disappear at night. Right now, it's important that you keep an eye out for any of the pieces. I want to find out if I can repair the plates. Let me know if you find any of them. Lottie.
Tell Lottie to take a look at the well in the kitchen garden.
What happened? Everything's normal again? Right.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Briclot, 1917. Desseto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build the tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Desseto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Desseto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Dersetoans for ownership of the land was disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legras of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Desseto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1950, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, flooded New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Desseto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artist's colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Desseto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of
It's another plate for the talisman. Like the other one, it's broken and missing some pieces.
While Detective Carnby was grateful to be back at Desseto, he was eager to test his hypothesis. After having suffered through that sinister world, dressed as the French Quarter, Jeremy's writing could be read much more literally. What if Jeremy used his talisman to actually visit those places he mentioned in the book? Carnby felt certain that this was the answer. He wouldn't find Jeremy hiding inside Desseto. He would be in one of those other worlds. And to follow in his steps, Carnby would have to investigate the old clock and the boiler and find out what part they played.
This must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the common book. Huh? Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces. Wow. I need the key.
Yeah, sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything. You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, a girl about,
I can't say that I have.
Looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. Just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked. At a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You escaped him. Scratch yours.
Huh. How eccentric.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemist star constellations.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them. Astarte artist colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They easily turned into numbers when needed, but also acted as signatures for the members, as there were only 12 of them.